The practice of challenge yoga with weights can increase muscle strength, endurance, flexibility, and reduce levels of stress. It is a cardio form of yoga due to the faster pace. This workout is designed to be challenging with weighted resistance. You should have hand weights that are 1/4 to 1/3 of what you feel comfortable with pressing overhead. Usually 3 to 5 pounds works best. It's recommended that you do this practice 2 to 3 times per week. You can always set aside the weights and practice this sequence independently. Please check with your physician before attempting challenge yoga with weights. Come to tabletop position with your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Inhale, send your gaze up and your hips up. Exhale, send your gaze to your navel and tuck your pelvis. Repeat this 5 times. The sun salute is designed to loosen your muscles and bring movement into the body. You can slowly increase your endurance by working up from one sequence to repeating it 5 times in a row without a break. Sun salute A. Stand at the top of your mat in mountain pose with big toes touching and ankles slightly apart. Hands are either to your thighs or facing forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog for 5 breath cycles. Inhale, walk, step, or float to the top of your mat, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach your arms up to the ceiling, and exhale, stand in mountain pose. Repeat up to 5 times. Sun salute B. Inhale, arms up, hips down into your imaginary chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, warrior 1. Exhale, down to low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog for 5 breath cycles. Inhale, walk, step, or float to the top of your mat, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms up, hips into your imaginary chair. Exhale and stand in mountain pose. Repeat up to 5 times. Dancing warrior sequence with hand weights. Hold on to the hand weights while in down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, warrior 1. Hold here for 5 breaths. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Hold for up to 5 breaths. Inhale, reverse warrior. Take 5 breaths. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, pivot to high lunge. And take up to 5 deep breaths. Exhale, down, high push-up to low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, warrior one. Take up to 5 deep breaths. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Hold for 5 breaths. Inhale, reverse warrior. Take 5 breaths. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, pivot to high lunge. And hold for 5 breaths. Exhale, down, high push up to low. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog, 5 breaths. Repeat this sequence up to 5 times in a row without holding for the 5 breaths. Standing hand to big toe. 5 breaths giving cues. Variation 1. Exhale, fold forward. Place your hands to your shins, knees straight or bent. Variation 2. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Allow your arms to reach toward the floor. Variation 3. Exhale, fold forward. Forefinger and middle finger wrap around your big toe with wrist creases facing one another. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward, pulling on your toes for 5 complete breaths. Or choose one of the following variations. Breathing here for 5 breaths. Core work. Variation 1. Come to a seated position on the floor. Lift arms up and bend legs into boat pose. Hold for 5 breaths. Variation 2. Come to a lying position, lift arms overhead, legs lifted, holding for 5 breaths. Variation 3. Alternately reach arms and legs toward each other for 5 sets. Variation 4. From a lying position, begin flutter kicks with arms overhead for 5 seconds. Variation 5. From a lying position, do alternate straight leg lifts for 5 sets. And return to boat pose. Knees bent, and return to seated position. Seated forward fold for 5 breath-giving cues. Variation 1. Sitting with your legs stretched out in front of you, big toes touch. Pretend a hook is on your sternum with a string attached, pulling you forward. You can only fold at the waist. Variation 2. Knees bent, reach for your toes and slowly press your feet away as far as it feels comfortable. And hold for 5 breaths. Variation 3. Lean forward from the waist or hips, holding the big toes, and take 5 breaths. Take your shins, your ankles, your big toes, or sides of your feet and fold. Lifting your sternum toward your toes on the inhale, exhale, and fold even deeper. Bound angle for 5 breath-giving cues. Bring the soles of your feet together, heels pressing toward each other and close to your hips. Pull your elbows into your thighs and exhale with either a straight or rounded back. Hold for 5 breaths. Bridge, 5 breath-giving cues. Lay on your back, bringing your feet toward your hips, and touch your heels with your fingertips. Knees are hips distance apart. Press into the mat with your heels, engage your thighs, and lift your hips up into the air. Another option is to clasp your hands behind your back and press your forearms into the mat. Scoot your shoulder blades closer to one another. Hold for 5 breaths. Headstand A. 10 breaths giving cues on the setup and holding posture. Wrap your fingers around your triceps and then clasp your hands together. Place the crown of your head into the cup of your hands. Pitch your hips up and walk your toes in towards your head as close as you can get. Lift your feet up toward your buttocks and find a tight ball shape. Bring your legs straight up into the air while engaging your core. Press the legs together. Hold for 10 breaths. You also have the option to set this up against a wall. Drop into child's pose afterwards as a counter posture, with your arms alongside your feet. Rest. Lay on your back, legs at 30 degrees with the feet opening up to the sides. Place your arms at 30 degrees with palms up. Bring the shoulder blades together, lengthen your neck, close your eyes, and let yourself sink into the mat. Rest for as long as you can, preferably at least 5 minutes.